So once again, good to see you all. And now, please take a note. Please take a notebook and a pen and note down whatever I am telling you. That is the sequence of the lectures before we start with the revision one, right? So we are going to have 7 lectures as discussed, right? Everybody knows about it. Everybody is aware about it. So in that, the first lecture, that is today, it is going to be a revision lecture for writing skills. Today, we are only going to discuss about writing skills. Okay, so this is lecture number 1. So write down lecture number 1, writing skills. Lecture 2 will be vocabulary concepts and parts of speech. Vocabulary concepts and part of speech. That is lecture number 2. Lecture number 3 is non-finite verbs, models, and tenses. Non-finite verbs, models, and tenses. Lecture number 3 is non-finite verbs, models, and tenses. Lecture number 4 is simple, compound, complex, and clauses. Models is modal auxiliaries, correct. Oh, you want me to repeat lecture number 3? Okay, lecture number 3 is non-finite verbs, models, that means modal auxiliaries, tenses. 3 topics. Okay, next, lecture number 4. Lecture number 4, simple, compound, complex, and clauses. Simple, compound, complex, and clauses. Lecture number 5, direct and indirect speech. Direct, indirect speech. Lecture number 5, direct, indirect speech, and degrees. Lecture number 5, direct, indirect speech, degrees. Lecture number 6, transformation, concord, transitive, intransitive. Transformation, concord, transitive, intransitive. Lecture number 6 is transformation, concord, transitive, intransitive. Lecture number 7 will be dealt for prose and poetry. It will be a revision for prose and poetry. Lecture number 7 will be prose and poetry, chapters and poems. Once again, I'm repeating the entire list so that in case anyone who has missed out, pay attention. Lecture number 1, that is today, it's writing skills. Lecture number 2, vocabulary concepts, parts of speech. Vocabulary concepts and parts of speech. Lecture 3 is non-finite verbs, models, tenses. Lecture 3 is non-finite verbs, models, and tenses. Lecture 4 is simple, compound, complex, and clauses. simple, compound, complex, and clauses. Lecture 5, direct, indirect speech and degrees of comparison. So degrees. Lecture 6, transformation, concord, transitive, intransitive verb. Lecture 7 is prose and poetry. Put a thumbs up once everybody is done writing. Lecture 6 is transformation, concord, and transitive, intransitive. CONCORD, concord. Lecture 5, direct, indirect speech and degrees. Degree of comparison. Concord means this one, subject verb agreement. All right, so now it's time we start everyone with the revision lecture of writing skills. In between, no one is going to disturb me unless and until I ask you what is the doubt. Right? So your job is to listen to me carefully and then you have to come up with the doubts, right? Because most of the doubts will be cleared in between, right? So I am sharing the screen now. I hope everybody can see the screen and my voice is absolutely audible to everybody. Please don't come up with the issues of voice is low or heavy or too much or so. The volume is set at a proper proportion and a level. You have to check it from your end, right? Yes. So here I am, Aditya, starting with the revision lecture, right? Come on, let's start. Now, when it comes to the first lecture, that is writing skills, we all have letters, which is a prominent writing skill in the English paper or any particular language, right? So first, let's get done with the format. How is the format going to look like, right? So first of all, this is how, these are the contents. This is not the format. These are only the contents that you should know. In the formal letter, that is whenever we write a letter to any official person or any stranger, someone who is corporate, someone who is not related to our family or friends, right? Such people, receive a, yes, such people receive a formal letter, right, from us. So we have their address, we have our address, we have date, we have subject, we have salutation, we have main contents, that is first, second, and the third paragraph. Then we have subscription, then we put up our name. Generally, people make a mistake of writing this subject in the center. So don't do that in the format of the block format. You have to start from the left margin. Now, how will it look like? So let's take a look at the question here. This is a question of letter, that is formal letter, where the address is given, the sender's address is given to you, right? Yes. Yes, Gopam. Yes, Gopam. क्या हो गया? Yes. Okay. So this is the question which is given to us. Address is given to us, and now we are supposed to start our lecture or the letter. So here we come with the first address. The first address will be Madhavi Shastri, B27, Kalpa Vriksha Park, and so on. The address, right? With all the punctuation marks. People have doubt. People here have doubts. Whether are we supposed to write the name before the address or no? So it is completely optional. The address which I have written here, the name which I have written here, that is Madhvi Shastri, is optional. Likha to bhi chalega, nahi likha to bhi chalega, right? The address is majorly important, right? In my opinion, always add a pin code. Here I haven't added, only to show you that this is a commonly committed mistake. Add a pin code, imaginary pin code. You don't have to be accurate when it comes to pin codes, right? Moving on with the next one is date. The date, the word date is not supposed to be written, right? Now, next we come up with the receiver's address. Now in receiver's address, we have option whether are we supposed to use a punctuation or no. So you have two options. Either you write the word to, that is TO, before the address, or you can put punctuations. If you're using the word to, you don't need to put up punctuations. So यहाँ पे मैंने to add किया है, इसके लिए मैं punctuations add नहीं करूँगा, right? Now, you can see that everywhere I have left a line. I haven't started from the next line. First address, leave a line. Date, leave a line. Next address, leave a line after the pin code. Then subject. Here we have the subject line. Every content has to be dealt with by leaving one line in between them. Subject line. Many people do not underline the subject line, that is complaint to the municipal authorities against a construction site. See, I have underlined it. Now, how will you underline it? Is it with pen or pencil? Come on. Is it with pen or pencil? You are supposed to underline it with pencil. You are supposed to underline it with pencil. Now, in English examination, in English paper, if you're highlighting something, if you're underlining something, if you're drawing a margin, if you're drawing something, especially for information transfers, you are supposed to use a pencil and not pen. Baki papers ka mujhe nahi pata hai. I am talking about English. In English, you're not supposed to write, draw, underline with a pen, but a pencil. Is that clear to everybody? Yes. After subject, you're supposed to leave a line. Right now, I don't know which school you come from. I am here representing the board format. So if you want to pass, follow what I say, right? Till 9th standard, I was, with the schools and the teachers, whatever they used to give, I used to follow that. But here I am not representing, I'm not giving you my format. I'm giving you the board format, right? So you have to follow what I say. Is that clear? I can guarantee you what I say here is going to be 100% accepted over there in the board exam without hesitation, right? Go ahead. Next one, leave a line and start with the salutation. In salutation, you can say dear sir, dear ma'am, or if you're unsure, say dear sir / madam. Both are accepted. Okay. Now, here the capital. This is the format of the letter, right? We put up the salutation. Then we start with our first paragraph here. The first paragraph is all our introduction. You don't have to start directly by talking about the topic. You have to, in general, give them a gist why you're writing the letter. Then you talk about the main content of the subject which is given to you. That is a second paragraph, right? Now, once your second paragraph is dealt with, then you come down to third, wherein in the third paragraph, you request them to take the necessary action as quickly as possible. Respected sir is accepted, no problem. But in my opinion, nowadays, dear sir, dear ma'am is much more formal than respected. So it's better you use dear. And this is majorly accepted universally. So in my opinion, go with dear sir and dear ma'am. Okay, come on. Moving on with the next. After all the three paragraphs, leave a line and then come down to yours faithfully. That is the subscription. Now in yours, are we supposed to put up apostrophe in between your and s? Correct. We aren't supposed to put up. We are not supposed to put up apostrophe. YOURS. And then faithfully, faithfully, sincerely, truly, obediently, everything is accepted, but keep it common. Don't make mistakes in that. After that, comma, and on the next line, we put up the name which is given in the question paper. Most of the time, it will be given. There is 1% chance that they won't give you the name. And in this case, you're not supposed to put up XYZ, but you're supposed to put up imaginary name or name which you have been using universally everywhere. Is this part clear? No personal names. Put any other name, put your neighbor's name, but don't put your name over there. Sustaining. Okay, now till here, is this part clear with the format? How do we follow it? I have just now said XYZ is not allowed. Name means name. One by one, come up with a doubt. Punctuation matlab comma, full stop, question mark, exclamatory, these are all punctuation marks. So टू लिख रहे हो तो punctuations की जरूरत नहीं है. After salutation, leave a line. After everything, can you see the gaps in the letter? Wherever you see the gaps, that means you have to leave a line. First paragraph, second paragraph, third paragraph, हर एक के बाद line छोड़ना है. Yes, receiver's address can be of 2 lines. Municipal government, no. Do we have to assume the person's designation as per the issue? No. After dear sir, we have to leave a line. Yes. Signature, email ID, not required. If pin code is written there, need to put up yes. No need to put up a full stop after the pin code. We have to leave a line after every para. Yes, it is compulsory to leave a line after the date. Receiver's name will be given in the paper. I don't know. It is optional. It all depends on whether they give or not. It is dicey, 50-50 possibility. Email address and signature not required. Punctuation in from address. Yes, वहां पे कोई word ही नहीं है, from word लिखना ही नहीं है, तो वहां पर punctuations add करना है. No, you will have to keep practicing. Spelling errors, yes. Then if there are spelling errors, then while writing, you better copy one letter if you're writing. This is especially for Brigitte, right? So Brigitte, what you can do is you can practice one letter, or you can practice 3 letters by looking at it. Write as it is, copy them, and then rewrite them once without looking at it. It will be a very good example, right? And a practice for you. Okay. No. It's all imaginary. If no information is given in the question paper, entire letter will be imaginary. The names will be imaginary. The commissioner will be imaginary. The person you're putting, only the situation is dependent on the question which is given to you. Para, everything has to be started from the margin. Everything has to be started from the margin. Are we supposed to leave a line before the date? Come on, you guys answer me. Come on. If you guys are asking me a common doubt, which I have already explained, tell me. Can you see your date? Have I left? I am giving you a ready-made format in front of you, and still you guys are asking me again and again the same doubt. So I'm asking you, tell me, is there any space after the address? There is, right? So if there is a space which I have provided, that means you are supposed to leave a line. Is that clear? Take a screenshot and keep it as it is. After yours faithfully, have I left the line? No, that means you don't have to leave a line. Are you guys getting it? This is how we deal with it. Okay. Now I'm simply showing you how the paragraphs are written, right? How the paragraphs are written. There are two different types of paragraphs, right? So I want to show you that how different types of paragraphs are written. Check this. I hope everybody can see the screen, right? So here we go. There are two paragraphs that I have created here. Left hand side, which is in orange, and right hand side, which is in blue. The left hand side is commonly known paragraph writing style, isn't it? We use it everywhere. Yes, right? Okay. In the first, that is orange one, in the orange color paragraph, in order to start the paragraph, there are two things. I have left 2 finger space, और मैंने दूसरे पैराग्राफ के पहले लाइन नहीं छोड़ा है. I haven't left a line before starting the next paragraph because मैंने 2 finger का space दिया है. Is this part clear to you? Yes. Come on to the right hand side. The right hand side deals with starting from the margin. First, second, third, all the 3 paragraphs are starting from the margin. But in order to express that it is a paragraph, what I have done, I have left a line in between. Is this part clear to you? So which one are you going to use for letters, blue or orange? We are going to use blue for the letters. This is strictly only for letters. And this, while for the rest of them, we can use any writing paragraph style, whichever you want. But only for letters, we have to use the blue colored one. Is this part clear to everybody? Yes. So I'm going ahead with the next part of it, right? No. Right now, application letters, they hardly ask you. Okay. But in my opinion, it's better you, deal with them and you practice them. If address is given in the question paper and pin code is not mentioned, will our marks be deducted if we add one of our own? Okay. If the given address has to be written as it is. जो address नहीं दिया है, उसके लिए तुम लोग add कर सकते हो. Let's keep it this way. Is it easy now? Whichever address is given, you can write the address as it is. Whichever you like, whichever format of paragraph you like, you can use that. But if you want to use, keep one formal common for everything, that is blue colored. If you want to use blue colored for everyone, every writing skill, you can do that. If in the to address it is not given, then you don't need to write it. It will change according to the situation, Soham. Okay, what is the length of the letter? So length of the letter can be 1 page. 1 page tak likhna hai, but on the next page, you can use 2 to 3 lines. Okay. On the next page, you can use 2 to 3 lines. Anticipating means expecting. We are expecting. All right. All right. So we are now good to go with the rest of the writing skills. Right. This is simply revision lecture. This is not exactly a doubt solving. Doubt solving lectures can be arranged separately, right? This is just a revision, but whichever minimal doubts that I can cover in this particular lecture, I am trying my level best, right? But don't worry. If in case you come up with any other doubt, any additional ones, it will be dealt. Come on, moving on with the next one. Here we have the informal. Same format goes for the informal. After the address, leave a line. After the date, leave a line. After the salutation, leave a line. First paragraph, leave a line. Second paragraph, leave a line. Third paragraph, leave a line. Then yours lovingly, comma, the name. Here you don't have to leave a line. Okay, so this is how it is going to be. Yes, every writing skill, you better start from a new page. Okay, every writing skill has to be started from the new page. Is that clear? Yes, come on. So now we are moving on with the next one, that is information transfer. Since this is a revision lecture, I'm quickly brushing up that how information transfers work here, right? So in information transfers, we have non-verbal, we have verbal, that is paragraph hota hai, diagrams hote hai, right? Acha, how are you going to draw a diagram? Pen or pencil? Yes, very good. Pencil. Okay, neatly drawn or roughly drawn? How you're going to draw it? Neatly or roughly? Neatly. Very good. So you have to draw neatly and with pencil, right? Yes. Yes, you can use stencils, you can use rulers and so on, right? Now, what is a flow chart? So go through the points quickly and give a thumbs up. Keywords matlab important words. Boxes should be equal in length. Boxes should be of equal size. Yes. Okay. So this is how a flow chart will look like, right? Where you have chronological order. मतलब एक के बाद एक events आते हैं, right? 1960, then 1970, then 1980, then 1990, then 2000. That way. So the events has to be organized. Okay. Moving on with the pie chart. So this is how a pie chart looks like. No, you can write down. Sentences can be written in the boxes. After the heading. No, not after the heading. After the first box, you have to draw the arrow. After the first box, you have to start drawing the arrow. Not after the heading. Okay. Heading matlab title. Okay. Now go through the pie chart pointers, give a thumbs up, and then I will start explaining. Heading is necessary. Okay. Before you start reading, listen to me carefully. Listen to me carefully. Title or heading, both are same, and it is required for all the diagrams and all the writing skills, except for letter writing. We don't require topic title or so for letter writing, right? Otherwise, all the writing skills and all the diagrams require a title or a heading, and it is compulsory. Third point of which, wait, I'll get back to you. Right now, simply read it and let me know. Okay, on what basis do we divide the circle? So logic. In this entire, answer me, come on, answer me. In this entire pie chart, which is the lowest information? 18%, correct? Okay. Now, do we have to measure all these things? No. How you're going to draw it? Draw a basic circle, draw the smallest triangle or the sector, and uske andar likho 18%, and you're done. अच्छा 25 बनाना है तो क्या करोगे? 25% है तो how will you draw it? Very good. Slightly bigger than 18. Correct. Medium sector. Very good. 1/4 of the circle or slightly bigger than 18. Correct? Yes. No, 3D, 3D is just the diagram which is shown to you. It should be, no. It is to be, it is roughly, you have to show them that I have understood how to create a pie chart. You can write the names or, yes, you can draw the, write the names. Like for example, 57%, below that you can also write, let's say industries, 25%, let's say textiles, 18%, let's say social media platforms, वैसा कुछ, right? 5 marks, all the writing skills, 5 marks. Okay, come on, moving on. Here we have the tree diagram. Now this is how a tree diagram looks like. Yes, you can draw an index if you wish. Yes, they will tell you which diagrams to draw. Maximum number of boxes needed to draw in paragraph in the flow chart. So flow chart may depends on how much information they have given. Generally, it is 5 to 6 boxes. Yes, Sujit, you can. Okay, so this is how. Okay, here we come with a tree diagram. Kindly read the lines carefully and then we will start with the explanation. Give a thumbs up once you're done writing. Sorry, done reading. Done? Yes. Is title necessary? Yes. After the title, draw an arrow and then divide it into 2 parts. Let's say English language. Okay, in English language we have 2 parts: chapters, poems, right? In chapters we have 2 chapters. In poems we have 1 poem or 2 poems. So वैसे arrow बनाना है and then the branches go on and on and on. Again, roughly drawing करना है या neatly draw करना है? Neatly. Is this part clear to everybody? Yes. Please do not make any markings in the question paper. Use a rough column, draw a rough column on the answer sheet and write down the points if you want. Write down the first heading, write it on the answer sheet. Then write the next sub pointers, then write it on the fair work. If you want, पहले एक pencil से rough diagram बना दो, so that you get a better idea what comes under what, and then you create a fair work. No. Here the boxes size is not required. It is uneven होगा तो भी चलेगा. It all depends on the content which you are going to put. हाँ. Okay. Come on. Moving on. Then next in information transfer we have fact file. Now in fact file we have 3 things: place, person, and thing. If they are going to present a fact file for place, these are the pointers that you need to be careful of. Right. So take a screenshot of this one quickly. Take a screenshot, read it, and then give a thumbs up. These are some of the pointers, okay? They will be providing you pointers for the fact file. In the fact file, pointers will be provided to you. So need not worry. But in case if they haven't given, you should know what all points to be added. These are for fact file of a place. Yes, pointers will be given to you. But if they haven't, let's say 90% of the time they give you, but what about the 10%? If they don't give you, at least you should know, right? So this is for place. Name of the place would be given. Name of the place will be given, right? Okay, what if they ask you fact file for a material, right? Let's say pen, computer, car. So for any materialistic things, you should know these pointers. So take a screenshot again. Yes, based on these points, you can write down your own information, which is given in the passage. The passage will be given. It's an error. Places where best thing. It's thing, thing. Okay. Now, when it comes to a person, what if they give you a fact file of a person? So these are the pointers that generally they give you. If not given, at least you should know. So take a screenshot and put a thumbs up quickly. Fantastic. All right. Now, till here, is everything clear to you? Till here, I hope everything is clear. Very much. Okay. It's a revision lecture, right? I'm simply giving you a flashback of how it is done, right? हाँ, passage will be given. No. Boxes में नहीं लिखना है. This is the words which are supposed to be given, and you have to put up colons. If you want to check the fact file, you have the format in the this one in the workbook. So in the workbook you can check it. In the fact file, each point 2 to 3 lines. No, rather I would say 1 or 2 words, depending on the information which is given. Yes, even in the master key it is given. So kindly check it. In the master key, in the workbook, grammar workbook, it is given. So kindly check it, right? Okay, come on. Moving on with the next one. Now, to give you an example of a fact file, what if they give you a table and tell you to write a paragraph? So check the question, check the table and the answer. Kindly go through the answer first and then the question. So you will have a better idea how the question will be given to you. Go through the answer quickly. There is an option between verbal to non-verbal and verbal to non. Yes, there is an option. In my opinion, go for non-verbal to verbal, that is diagram to paragraph. In my opinion, go for diagram to paragraph. It is much more easier. You won't lose marks because simply they have given you the pointers and you're supposed to create a sentence of your own. So better you do that, you will get 5 marks. That way. Great. Keshav, it's great. Okay. In fact file, in entire information transfer, you have this option. Either from diagram to paragraph or paragraph to diagram. Okay. Come on. So now it's time we go ahead with the rest. I hope everybody has done reading and going through and understood it. Yes, very good. Come on. So now we can go ahead with the rest. Since this part was already done with you, it is very easy for you guys to read it quickly, right? Isn't it? Yes, everywhere you're supposed to write a title, topic, name, and so on, right? Come on, moving on with the third one, that is view and counter view. This is where majority of them don't know how to read a question, right? So there are only 2 things that I need to focus on apart from what is given here. So before that, let's get back here. The length has to be 3/4 of the page. That means, let's say 50 words, 50 to 60 words में हो जाता है. Okay, because it is a very precise information that is given. Pointers are given to you. Yes, for information transfer and for view and counter view. I'll repeat. Please listen to me carefully. For information transfer and for view and counter view, one paragraph is necessary. One paragraph will also do. You don't need to, there is no compulsion that you have to draw, write down 2 or 3 paragraphs or so. एक paragraph में लिखा तो भी चलेगा. What is Bell statue? So Bell statue means Graham Bell. So Graham Bell, when he died, after that, a statue was built in his name. So that is Bell statue. Clear? Clear to everybody? Should I go ahead with the next? Super. Okay. Now, generally the question of the view counter view, in that question, they give you, there are options. Write a view or write a counter view. But sometimes they give you questions like write a, check your chat boxes. What does this mean? Write a view against. What does this mean? Is it that we are supposed to write a view? Against the given point. That means counter view. Correct. Okay, so be very careful कि उन्होंने क्या लिखा है. View लिखा है या view against लिखा है या counter view लिखा है या counter view against लिखा है. What if they give you counter view against? What does this mean? View. Is this part clear to everybody? Yes. Okay, now many people in the examination paper, I have checked it, I have gone through it, and many of them have written many answers and many writing skills in the pointers. So in English paper, we are not supposed to write down answers in pointers. We are supposed to write down in a paragraph. Is this part clear to everybody? We are supposed to write each and everything in a paragraph. Yes, semi-prelim, right? So please be very careful. Pointers में लिखोगे तो marks cut हो जाएंगे. This is not where we are telling them the steps. Computer exam नहीं है या science exam नहीं है. It is no, even in critical appreciation, we are not supposed to write it in points. We are supposed to write it in paragraphs. I haven't given, yes, heading again is necessary. They will cut your marks, 1 or 2 marks. If the view is given in the points, then too, we are supposed to write it in paragraphs only. That's why I've crossed a cross mark on the pointers. In English paper, you're not supposed to write the answers in pointers. View मतलब जो टॉपिक दिया है भले वो गलत है उसको सपोर्ट करना है. If I say, let's say, Corona is bad, write a view on it. I will support it. If I say Corona is bad, write a counter view on it. I have to talk against it. That means उसके बारे में अच्छा बात करना है. Are you guys getting it? That is the basic difference between view and counter view. View बोला है तो negative point को भी support करना है. Counter view बोला है तो opposite लिखना है. Okay, whatever point they have given you, if they are asking you view, support it, write it as it is, expand it. But if they are telling you counter view, write everything opposite. Prepare a short paragraph stating your view against. What do you mean by view against? It is counter view. That means we are supposed to write counter view. Even if they have given pointers, pointers are given in the view. In every question of counter view and counter view, pointers will be given to you. And you are supposed to take help of those pointers and create the answer. No, जितना pointers दिया है उतना ही लिखना है. See here. Here is a quick flashback of how you can go through the view and counter view. They will never ask you to write in points. Yes, you can write opposite of pointers, counter view. No, only no, दोनों नहीं लिखना है, एक ही लिखना है, either view or counter view, that way. Okay, on the previous slide it was asked, but didn't you see on the previous slide I also have the X mark? Yes. Okay, so I hope the doubt is clear. How to start a counter view or view? Pick up the first point and start expanding. Pick up the second point and put up the second sentence. Third point, third sentence. Fourth point, fourth sentence. Fifth point, fifth sentence. Done. So clear to everybody? No, you cannot add new points. Only the points which are given in the question. No extra pointers to be added. Okay, come on. Moving on with the next one. Here we have speech writing. Now speech writing is very easy. Everybody is aware of it. Yes. Akshat, pointers will be given in every view and counter view question. You are supposed to take help of those pointers and create a paragraph. Am I clear now to everybody? I know there is a lot of confusion in view and counter view, but please listen to me carefully. Pointers will be given in every question of view and counter view. You are supposed to create a paragraph on the given pointers. Now, is it clear to everybody? I hope there is not even a pinch of doubt now. View or counter view or speech. So I would go for view and counter view. That is much easier than speech. Yes, Sujit, you tell me. Come on, Sujit, you tell me the answer for your question. What is your question? Are we supposed to write? Come on, I'm asking a question to everybody. Are we supposed to write a title or a heading? Absolutely. For every writing skill, we are supposed to write it. We have a paragraph, right? Every person has its identity. We have a name. Or do I call you a ladka or a ladki? No, right? I always have some name to give you, right? Only on that basis, I get to know who I'm talking about. In a similar way, every writing skill requires a title. It's their identity, right? So it is required. Clear? So here we go with speech. Go through it. Now, speech is all about inspiring and encouraging the listeners. Wait, Soham, I'll get back to you. Okay, Akshat, wait for a while, I'll get back to you. Soham, tell me your doubt. Should I unmute you? Go ahead. Soham, you can ask me the doubt.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, I am asking that in the question paper, if they have given the pointers, so and they will tell we have to write the view or counter view, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if they are, if the topic is on COVID, so if they have given the good points of COVID and they have, then they will tell us to write the counter view.
Mm-hmm.
So that will be written in paragraph.
Paragraph.
But if they have given the points of COVID which are supporting means view, then they will not tell us to write the view again with the
No. You're confusing. One second. I got the point where you're confused. You're confused with the view written in the question and view written above the pointer.
Yes, sir. The pointers given in the
Yes.
question and the paragraph which will write in the answer paper.
In every question, pointers के ऊपर view ही लिखा होगा. क्यों? Because वो writer के हिसाब से views है. If you notice, the title which is given and the pointers, they are all matching. वो view ही होगा उसका.
Okay, so whatever is given in the pointers, we have to write just the opposite of that in that paragraph.
You have to read the first to 4 lines of the question. नॉट द पॉइंटर. पॉइंटर के ऊपर जो व्यू वर्ड लिखा है उसको पढ़ना ही नहीं है. यू डोंट हैव टू गेट कंफ्यूज विद दैट वर्ड. आर यू गेटिंग इट? पॉइंटर्स
Yes.
के ऊपर जो वर्ड व्यू लिखा है उधर फोकस करना ही नहीं है. यू हैव टू फोकस ऑन द वर्ड राइट अ व्यू अगेंस्ट, राइट अ काउंटर व्यू ऑन, राइट अ व्यू ऑन कोरोना इज गुड. वहां पर जो वर्ड लिखा है व्यू, काउंटर व्यू, व्यू अगेंस्ट, काउंटर व्यू अगेंस्ट, उसमें ध्यान देना है.
बट सर अगर काउंटर व्यू अगेंस्ट दिया है और
हम्म.
अगर पॉइंटर्स दिए हैं तो हमको
हम्म.
काउंटर व्यू अगेंस्ट मतलब व्यू लिखना है, राइट?
यस.
तो बेसिकली जो पॉइंटर्स दिए है उसका ऑपोजिट लिखना है दोनों केसेस में.
यस.
तो
काउंटर
काउंटर व्यू
व्यू
अगेंस्ट
बोला
है
है.
तो
इफ इट इज काउंटर व्यू, talk against the pointers. If it is a view, support the pointers, expand it.
ओके.
Communication is good. Okay, for example, corona is good. Pointers are given. First point is it has increased, it has strengthened the relations. So you can create a sentence on it. Only because of the existence of corona today, many of them are locked up in their houses, but at the same time they are strengthening their relations by spending more time with them, with each other.
Okay, so the
This is
question
my,
can be asked in both the
yes,
ways, to support the pointers or to oppose the pointers.
exactly.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you so
Clear?
much.
Yes. Cool. Main pointers will be underlined in writing skills. If you do it, you will carry a weightage. Your answer will carry a weightage. Right? So anyway, this is how the speech writing has to be. The first part has to be respected sir, madam, the basic introduction about you. The second paragraph talk about the details, and the third paragraph is all about the conclusion, where you are supposed to give a message to them. Okay? Yes. Okay, moving on with the next one. Here we have the expansion of idea. Now, in expansion of ideas, how does expansion of ideas work? So in expansion of ideas, we are first of all supposed to expand a theme, an idea, or a proverb, or a slogan, right? Or a maxim, that way. Anything that is truth, right? So here in the first para, you're supposed to put up introduction, that is what is the meaning of this entire slogan or proverb or idea which is provided to you. In the first para, you're supposed to explain the meaning of it. In the second para, you can put few examples giving a reference कि कौन से सिचुएशन में ये एक्सपेंशन ऑफ आइडिया यूज हो सकता है, और दिस पर्टिकुलर proverb can be used. For example, where there is a will, there is a way. So in case I have a situation where I have worked really hard, so I will say I worked day and night. I worked the entire year, and now here I am standing with a trophy in my hand. So this is an example of where there is a will, there is a way. Yes, you have to influence the reader. You have to encourage the reader to do what he wants, right? Conclusion, which is of 1 or 2 lines. No. You have to mention. Here it is compulsory to put up 3 paragraphs. All the writing skills except for information transfer and view counter view, you're supposed to put up 3 paragraphs. Okay. Third paragraph is conclusion. So where you have to come down to the point where you can say that, what is the central idea of this entire speech is what you're supposed to use it. Yes, you can use you can use we. Total length of all the writing skills is 1 page. All the writing skills. You can give examples of famous characters, or or you can also give examples of any reality that you have experienced, right? In letter writing, I won't recommend you to do that, Chia. Okay. Yes. So meanings are very much important to know about the proverbs and so on, right? So please ensure that you look out for few more, words or few more proverbs on the internet as well, in the books that we have provided to you. If you can find it, that definitely find it, and try to figure out the meaning of it, right? Okay, so till now, I hope everybody has figured out how to work out with expansion, speech. We have done with expansion, letter, speech, and view and counter view, right? So the remaining part, we will be doing it in the next lecture, right? So thank you so much. See you again. We'll continue in the next lecture. So thank you so much. Have a nice day.